Who has theirs? Okay, Mr. Barrow, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Is it my network or Mr. Barrow?
I think it's a bit clear now. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so I said, can we see your assignment? Is there anyone here that did the assignment? If you've done it, let's see thumbs up emojis. I'll go first. So nobody actually did the assignment. Wow. Okay. Can you share the link in the group? Where did you do
I
it?
did.
On Google Docs?
I did, but I actually on WhatsApp, like not on this thing.
What did you use? Sorry.
I just like type out the after I went to SEMrush, I think SEMrush, something like that. So I put in a keyword, and the keyword was on a corporate affairs commission. So he brought out quite a number of questions, and things that you can write about when it comes to
Yes.
corporate affairs commission. So I picked one out of it. So I now wrote on it like as if I'm writing, how will I put it, to educate people on that particular area. So I wrote it, but what happened is I type it so that I will send that. I mean, put it together in form of document or maybe PowerPoint or something. But I actually just put whatever I wrote together on WhatsApp. Like that is the format I'm having it now.
Actually, you just put it on Google Docs. Once you have a Google account, you have access to Google Docs on your Chrome. Just put it on Google Docs, share the link, turn the link to view so that I can view it from my end, and we are good.
All right. Okay. All right.
I think somebody said, okay, Faith Organizer said she will do us. Okay, so today will be like I said yesterday, we touched social media marketing. Basically, we are all familiar with social media, right? We've discussed content marketing, which is a major strategy used for social media marketing. So for social media, yeah, but marketing now we are going to be looking at the page, how to run campaigns on social media. So we'll be picking them one after the other. So first of all, we will look at Facebook. I said we are going to look at Facebook yesterday. So for the Google Search Console, apparently, I think the code was not added properly to the backend. So that was why we could not set up the Google Search Console yesterday. The tag manager code was not added properly. So I've sent the code again. Once it's added, I will show you guys how to go about it. So we are going to be looking at Facebook today. We'll check out page management on Facebook, check out some tools, then we'll go to the ads manager, show you how to run ads and campaigns. Then let me see. Then we check for Instagram. I will treat it with Facebook here. However, the other using Instagram app is a mobile thing that I cannot show you from the phone. But I know most of you guys use Instagram app anyways. But it's the marketing part now, so I'm going to just show you from Facebook here. Yeah. So let's start with Facebook. Sorry, it's kind of rainy here. I don't know if you are hearing the sounds. Every rain. I don't know. This is every year. So yeah, this is a before when you on Facebook, if you have a Facebook account, please can you guys see my screen? Thumbs up if you can, please.
Yes, we can.
You can.
Okay, nice. So before now on Facebook, if you have a page, the page is usually under your personal account. You would actually like have your account, then under your account you can access the page you have. But currently they've changed it, which is part of the upgrades. Anything digital, there are always new updates, new trends, and all of that. So now they've separated them. So you have profiles. Every page has its own profile. So as you can see, these are profiles of pages that are under my account. So before I will just have my own profile, then I will check them under pages. But now they've changed it. So normally, let's say this is this is my account. I would have them like there's a page section. Sorry, so there's usually a page section. Yeah, there's a page section where you can access your page. But now because they are trying to make everything independent, so they want your profile, your page to have its own profile, to have its own feed, to have its own you can follow accounts with it and all of that. So they've switched. So instead of that, you have to, when you create your page, you would always have to come here to, just a second, you always have to come under account here, then to switch. So I'm going to switch back to HackCity Tech. Just a second, I'm trying to check something. Yeah, so yeah, this is pages here. So you can always click here to create new page and see the pages you manage. So if I click here now, I can create a new page, right? I can create a new page from here. So if you want to set up your Facebook page, this is how you go about it. So this is HackCity Tech now. So this is the page, yeah. But because I'm accessing this page from my personal account, I don't have my manager permissions. I cannot I don't have admin permissions, right? I cannot make changes or edits or whatever. So I have to switch here to the page so that I can make changes and all of that. So that's basically the difference. Initially, once I go to the page, I can make changes, I can manage the account and whatever. But now, because of they've separated it, it is independent. So I have to like come here I have to switch my profile to access it. So basically, what you have here is your page. This is your cover or banner. There are sizes to this. You can always Google the size to know the right dimension so that you can create a banner. It's important to have a banner, or we call it cover photo. It's cover photo or banner. Then you have your logo here. You can manage your account from here. You can edit your profile here, which is for you edit your name, your phone number, your email, opening time, and all of that. You do that from here. So yeah, basically, yes, you can add the bio, your page, every other thing here about your profile. This is where you do it. Then you have you can have manage, yeah. Once you click manage, it takes you to your professional dashboard. This is where you can manage your account. So you see your metrics here, insights about your page, how your page is doing in the last 28 days. You can click here to see more insights. So yeah, takes you to more insights to see your post reach. So you can always, depending on how deep you want to go, you can always see insights here. You can see top posts, performing posts on your page. You can check them from here. So here it gives you an insight on what is working, what is not, what people tend to look for on your page. You see them here. You can change the days, 90 days, 60 days. Yeah. You can change the metrics. What do you want to check? You want to check for most of these things is always asked to them on mobile. So you can only do it on the app web version. So you can change to from post reach to, let's say, engagement. So your post reach, I think I explain what reach is. That is the number of unique persons that sees your post. Your engagement is your like, shares, comments. So this is you can, depending on what metrics you want to use, you can always do that here. So let's go back to professional dashboard overview, right? So here it shows here your recent content. You can see your content here. Then it's showing frequently asked questions. These are basically questions about how to use the new page experience. What I was talking about that they upgraded, so they call it new page experience. So if these are questions on that, here are your to-do list to set up your page. So it depends. They said they have some steps left. Invite friends. Here we have add your location info. So basically, depending on your business, you can always complete these steps to finish setting up your page. So that's what the overview is about. It just shows you a quick at a glance. You can see everything about what's up with your Facebook page. Then you can always click this tiny little name here. It takes you back to the home page where you can see where we were coming from, right? So yeah, we'll have to explore all these things. Here is your home, which is the same thing when we for analytics, for your metrics, yeah. Then you can see your page here. Almost the same thing is there. So yeah, we have insights. So this section is the insight section. So what you see basically here are just metrics about how your account is doing, your reactions, comments, shares, photo views, link clicks. So basically that's what we have here. Then we have content, which shows analytics based on what contents are performing. I think, and now you can see your audience from here. Said we need to have at least 100 followers before you will be allowed to. We just created this page. We're using Facebook community, or is it group now, before we created the page. So yeah, you have your ad center, invite friends to follow. I don't use the ad center from here. So ad center, I don't use it from here. So yeah, you have inspiration hub. Most of these things, I don't use them. Inspiration hub, I don't use it. Just like a place where you can get inspiration if you are looking for content to create. You can always come to inspiration hub here. Then they show you content, they show you popular hashtags that you can probably jump on, or videos that are doing very well. You can see 1 million views, 1.3 million views. So maybe you can get ideas from these videos to create something, right? So that's what this place is about. So it shows you different things. So depending on what content you want to create, if you feel it aligns with your content ideas, you can always come to inspiration of to pick content. Then there is this comment manager. So what the comment manager does is, yeah, you can manage all your comments, see comments that are hidden on your page, see comments, all your comments. So this is for sometimes, when you are running adverts, you have some businesses where some people post. So let's go back to comments. Some people post they spam your comment section because you are running ads. They will just start promoting their own business under your ads so that they can tap from your traffic. So you can always remove those comments. There are some negative comments. Sometimes you are promoting something, somebody is writing, it's a scam, this one. Negative comments or profane comments, and all of that. You can always sort them. When you hide those comments, you can see them here. And I also show you a place where you can put in keywords that you don't want to appear. So whenever people come to your comment section and they type those particular words, they won't be able to send their comments. It won't go through because you banned those words. So here you have events. Second. All right, it's taking time to load. So for this event as well, I honestly don't use it, but what before for earnings and transactions. Okay, so for events, I think I've used it before with the Magweda Tabak, where we're trying to promote a particular event. It's more like a party. So we set a countdown with this and add tickets to for. But if you have an event showing like a add about it. Yeah, so right.
I think Mr. Mayowa, I think your network is kind of bad. It's breaking.
So
Yes, we can hear you, and at some point we
can
yes,
you
we
guys hear
can
me
hear
now?
you now.
So it's the rate. It's really every year. I guess that's why the network is so crazy.
Yes, yes. But it's better now. We can hear
My
you now.
other network, okay. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so I was talking about events before.
Yeah, you
And I
can
said
you
if you
can hear
have
me.
probably you manage you have a party coming up for your brand, you can always or a conference section or what about now? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes.
We can. We can.
Sorry about that. The network is bad. My MTN is not good as well. Uh so I was talking about events. Then there's recurring notifications. Even my phone is not working. So yeah, you can this one I don't use this. This is you can let people opt in to get recurring notification in Messenger directly. So yeah, you can set reminders for your followers to get notifications about something, probably about an event or whatever. But sometimes I feel it might be kind of intrusive. So I don't think it's something you might want to use. So people don't start following your page. But you can always check it out and set reminders with a reasonable time frame so you don't start spamming people's inboxes. So yeah, then there is page access. Under this page access, basically what you do with page access is you can add people to manage your accounts for you, right? So you can always add new people here. If you have somebody you want to add, you click here, you type the person's Facebook username. Let's say Obar or Joseph. I don't know if that's his name or yeah.
Hi,
So if you
Mr.
can find
Mayowa.
him here,
Hi, sorry for Mr. Mayowa. Can you hear me? You are no
yeah,
longer
sorry,
sharing.
you are not seeing my screen.
Yes, we
Yes, you are
can't
not
see your
sharing. So
screen.
maybe
Oh,
Yemi can share for you.
sorry. What are we going to do like this? This rain really heavy here. I don't.
Should I share the screen for you? Kindly give me some minutes so I can do that.
It's now boiled down to like this part now. I don't think you have access.
Okay. I understand. I understand what you mean. I can
Yeah,
see
I'm
it.
trying to show from yeah.
Okay, I understand you. Okay.
What do you guys suggest we do? Should we like continue?
The network
You
is
guys can see
actually
my screen
better
now, right?
now. So yes, we can hear you now. So let's just continue.
Okay, okay. So yeah, let me go back to show you how I got here. Yeah, so here now you come to page access. So under page access is where you can add people to manage your page for you, right? Here you can always add new people to manage your page. You can add people with task access here. Task access means you just want to assign a particular task to this person. So there are always options to for permissions. You can like here now when you check here, this person has access to content, messages, community activity, ads, and insight. But only this person have access to delete the page, and only this person have access to remove people. Yeah, most of the time. So this is the overall admin that has both task and Facebook access, but you can always limit people's access depending on what you want them to manage. So you can manage your yeah. So if I want them to manage the community, I can always invite them here. You can see this person has full control, while these people don't have full control, right? So which is what yeah does. You can always add new people, then you pick what access you want to give them. When you click on somebody's name now, you can only select what access you want them to have to your page. So you can add under task access as well. You can't switch into the page on Facebook, but they can manage specific tasks using other tools. So you can see the limitations. So for task access, the person will not be able to access the page on Facebook the way I switched. The person will probably just be able to use the Meta Business Suite. So depending on what access you want to give people, you can always do that here. Then here you see your page management history. So you see people who have when they are added to your page, what access people have to your page. You can see that here. Then your page quality tells you if you violated any community rules or permit standard and all of that. So I think we are good. Everything is green here. So you can always manage your admin here too, which it takes us back to where we were before from page access. Yeah. So this monetization thing was what I was talking about. I think some people get paid for using, but I don't think it's available in our location. Yeah. Let's see. So I don't think there's anything monetization. I've seen this is a Meta Business Suite. It still come here eventually. I don't think is that we are eligible to monetize. Okay. So for eligibility, is 5,000 followers and 60,000 eligible minutes viewed in the last 60 days. 5 active videos on your page. So I think these are the requirements to be eligible for monetization. So you have 60,000 total eligible minutes. So you must have uploaded video that has been watched for more than 60,000 minutes. And that, so probably for content creators, people who create content like them, Brother Shaggy, them, they'll probably be eligible and get money from it. So yeah, so we are back to where we were before. So page recommendations, they just give you suggestions on things to do to make your page better. Then advanced messaging. So yeah, you can always set up messenger. For example, you can configure this messenger to work on your website. Even on your website, you can always set it up. So they will give you API key where you can add to your website. Then on your website, somebody can chat you directly on Messenger. So it's more like a live chat feature. So you can always do that here if you have a website. You can set that up if you have somebody that has access to your backend that can put it up for you. So you add your domain here, then you click on configure, they give you some keys, then you send to your developer to help with that. So here, issue electoral and political ads. If you want to run ads for politics, you have to, there are some criteria. You have to indicate that the ad is for politics, or else they will take it down. So branded content. What's branded content? Yeah, let's see. So brand collab manager, yeah, where you want to create content with other brands, you have to, there are some contents you see that they have a partnership, paid partnership by on Instagram. You would have seen such. Let me see if I can let me see if I can search something paid partnership. Yeah, let's see. Images. Let's see images. I just want to show you what it looks like. Yeah, I can let me see this. Is it really clear? Just a second. Yeah, open image in here. It's actually bigger. Yeah, so this is what paid partnership looks like. You can see, yeah, Kendall Jenner with Tiffany. Sometimes when influencers and brands collaborate, like Burna Boy with Pepsi and all of that. So this is how Tiwa Savage with Techno, Davido with Puma. So that's paid partnership. So it shows like there's this tag there to know it's a paid partnership type campaign. So that's what you set up here. So that's how to add the to do brands collab. You can do that here. Set up your ad and you send a request. You have to request the person so that the person can appear as a part of the campaign. So you send a request from them. So that's what brand collab is for. Most of these things you might not necessarily need them, but it's good to also know experience. Okay, let's go back to home page. So yeah, so I'm trying to show you all the tools you can use on your Facebook page. Then before we move to ads, so yeah, professional dashboard. I think we went from professional dashboard to all these places, right? So then we've talked about page access, then moderation assist. A and B test is the same thing I explained. Probably you want to split test your content or whatever. So moderation assist is for you, for the comment moderation I was talking about, where you can ban some words you don't want people to meet. You can always add some words you don't want people to type. So here you can see no friends or follower. You can ban people with new accounts. You can ban people with no profile picture. You can ban people. You can ban people with. You can hide. Sorry, it's actually hide. You can hide comments of repeat offenders. If somebody had a link in comments, you want to hide it. If somebody have image in their comment, profanity, link to specific sites, video in comment, keywords in comment. When you come to keyword, that's where you type in the words you don't want to allow. So you just click here, then you add your words. Yeah. So once I click here, let's say scam. I click scam. I click here. So you add those words you don't want. So whenever people type those words on your comments on Facebook, they won't be able to. It will just, when they click send, it will just go like it has gone, it has sent, but you won't see it on your page. Even the person would not see it. The person who sent that can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes, but we can't.
Let me go back to the
screen.
You can see the screen, but you're not seeing where I'm showing, right?
Yes. Okay, we can see it now.
Yeah, sorry about that. Please always notify me. Sometimes I get lost in these things. I don't know that I have to switch back to this screen. So thanks for letting me know. So moderation assist, that was where I went to. From the professional dashboard, you scroll down to moderation assist. Here you can, then you click on let's go. Then here you click on add. Then you select what you want to add. Do you want to hide comments of people that don't have friends or followers? I think this one has been turned on. This one is turned on. So if you don't have friends or followers, your comments will not show. Probably a spam. Then you have new accounts. If you want to set that up, you can set it up. You can set up for people that don't have profile picture. They can't comment on your page. Repeat offender, you can set that up. Link in comments if you don't want people probably somebody that wants to steal from your traffic. You can always block them. Image in comments, profanity in comments, links to specific sites. If you have specific sites, you don't, probably your competitor site. Maybe you know that some of your competitors are coming under your paid campaign to market their own product. You can block their website. So when people or your potential clients are suggesting to other people, you might have a case where you have a product you are marketing, then somebody is saying, don't buy from here, you can get the same thing on Jumia, for example, and you are, let's say, Gigi or Konga. You can block your competitors' websites so that they can't it can't be accessed from your page. Video in comments, you can set that up. Then keywords in comment too, if you don't want some specific keywords, so you can always set that up. Depending on what keywords you feel would affect your brand, you can always add them here. So if I don't want people to say maybe you are selling a product and you don't want people to say it's fake, so you can add fake here. So anybody that types a comment and there's fake in it, is gone. It's not going to show. So if it's scam, you can add it here. If it's whatever you feel people are using to destroy your brand or anything, you can always put those keywords here that you know it would affect your reputation online. You can always block them so that you don't have those comments. So because it might be kind of tedious for you to start going one after the other to your page, to your campaigns to delete comments. So you can just set them up here once and for all, and you don't have to worry about them. So that's for moderation. Linked accounts. So these are for accounts that are linked to your profile. That's your Instagram and WhatsApp. Yeah, this is where you link Instagram and WhatsApp together. You can always, if I want to disconnect it, I can disconnect it from here. So if I want to link them, I also come here. You link your WhatsApp as well, your WhatsApp business. So this is it. Basically, it's connected. If I want to disconnect it, then my WhatsApp business will not be connected to my Facebook again. And I can also use a WhatsApp as action button. If I want my call to action to be people to chat me on WhatsApp, once I turn it on here, when I go to my profile, that's what I will see there. When people click on my profile, they takes them to WhatsApp. So depending on what your business is, if you feel directly to WhatsApp is the best thing for you, you can switch this thing on. So if probably you don't have a website, or you feel so you can convert them better on WhatsApp, you can just switch this on, so it takes them to WhatsApp directly to talk to you. So that's linked accounts. Let's go again. We have to just go back here. Now they need to have shortcuts that will take me back to where I'm coming from. I have to. So yeah, basically, so we went to professional dashboard, right? Professional dashboard. So yeah, that's that for linked accounts. Profile recommendation, just insights on what you can do better on your page. All this is just taking somebody to, I think we've been here before now. Same thing with page recommendation. It's just repetition now. I don't know why they are repeating. So the updates will always come and they will remove some of these things. So yeah, business apps, I don't use this. This is for third-party apps that you want to connect with your Facebook page to better grow your business. Let's open link in new tab and see what that goes. So here is page setup, which is the same thing as this, setting up your page. Yeah, new page guide, just telling you things you can do about your page to make it better. And it also talks about your frequently asked questions, which is here already. So there's nothing. So yeah, there is a, what else is there? Okay, I think that's all for here. So we move here. Let's see this. So yeah, this is the third-party app. Share this tab instead. I opened it in a new tab. So what it does is you have different SaaS, like I talked about, software as a service that you can probably connect to your Facebook page. Here you have e-commerce, you have big commerce, you have if you have e-commerce store, you can always connect them to your Facebook page. I think Shopify was connecting to this at one point. Let's see if it's still there. WooCommerce is here, but I'm not seeing Shopify again. Don't know. Probably it's under another. So here is appointments. You can use this to schedule appointments, probably more like a CRM kind of thing, but you have to connect one of these two, so that probably you have appointments with your customers on Messenger. You can always use this to schedule those appointments, so you send reminders to them, more like this Calendarly kind of thing. Then reservations, when people want to make reservations, they can probably for bookings, food, restaurants, and all of that. You can use any of this. But I've not had a reason to use any of these things before. So these are the third-party apps that you can connect with your Facebook page, basically. So let's go back here. Yes, so now we are here. So what else? Let's see settings. So it's basically where we've been. So I think here you can change your name. Then you can change your username here. Then for privacy, yeah, privacy. So for privacy, you can manage your page, your activity, who can see your posts. You can edit. If you don't want your post to be public, you can always put it here. How people find and contact you. Do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your page? That's, you want your page to show on Google and all of that. You can put this off or on depending on your business objectives. Allow people and pages to message your page. You can only set this for privacy. Then Facebook page information. You have view this page information by category. Transfer a copy of your information. You can transfer your pictures, videos, download your profile information. You can download it. Probably you want to transfer it to another service. I don't think you will probably need to do any of this. You can deactivate or delete your account here under Facebook page information, page and tagging, who can tag you, who can post on your page. You can set this depending on what you want. Review posts you are tagging before the post appear on your page. I think this is important to put on. And let's put that on. Review tags before people add to your post. Review tags people add to your post before the tags appear on Facebook. So you can always set these things up depending on what your business is and what people are, because sometimes people might not know why do people want to tag you to your business, unless, for example, with the water park now, when people come to the park, they'll take pictures and they want to tag the brand. It's something that you probably don't have to streamline or block, so that's allowed. So there are public posts here, public post filter, who can follow my page, public post notification. So these are just privacy settings, things you feel. Content moderation that we touched there is also here. You can access it from here. So country restrictions, probably you want to choose certain countries not to see your content. You can put it here. Age restrictions, if you feel you want to restrict some age, you can do that here. Off Facebook reviews, you have that here. Then you have blocking people you've blocked. You can manage people you've blocked here. Pages you've blocked, you can always manage them here. So basically, the stories, sharing option, allow others to share your public stories to their own story. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah. So reels, sharing options. Who can see my reels? Public. Journalist resources. I've not used that. So you have to, if you're a journalist, you register. Reaction preference. So you can select hide the number of reactions. If you don't want people to see the number of people who have liked your post or comment, you can always do that here. And most of these things are also applicable to Instagram, but because it's a mobile app, I won't be able to show you most of these things. Yeah. So on the home page now, you can always access your ads manager, right? You can access your ads manager here.
We can't see your screen, sir.
You can't see my screen?
Yes, I don't know if it's just me.
Somebody said,
I think it's only her. Me, I'm seeing the screen clearly.
okay, let me just answer.
I can see your screen as well.
Okay, let me just answer a couple of questions. Paid partnership, is it the same as being a brand ambassador for a brand? Being a brand ambassador is not actually, but if you have a campaign that you are running for, you are a brand ambassador, you definitely run campaigns. So it's a way of doing that. It does not mean that paid partnership is being a brand ambassador, but you might not be a brand ambassador. They might just use you for that particular campaign as an influencer. You can, that's what they use paid partnership for. Yeah, so I think there are other benefits to it. Probably the fact that it shows that you are in partnership with so and so persons, then that means both your audience will see that post, right? It is different from when I just post, when, for example, let's say Pepsi now just post it on their page, then only people with Pepsi will see it. And the only thing you probably have to do is now is, what do I call it? Is probably for Tiwasavi to post it on our own page. Now, once you do paid partnership, the label is there. Both of you can see it on your page. But they also have one thing they created now where you can tag people and both of your names show on your content. I think that's also something they do. But it's not necessary, does not necessarily mean you have to be a brand ambassador. If you are influencing for that particular campaign, you know, there's brand ambassador can be for like a whole year. Campaign can just be for like 2 months or 3 months, and they just want to push something out with so XYZ person. So they just do that. Okay. Then please, I tried to create a page now. And I think it's just one of those glitches. If you've not created a page before and you don't have any page under your account, Oyedele Omolade,
No, I don't.
you can just send me a screenshot. Let me see. Are you doing it from your phone or from your PC?
I've tried it on my laptop too.
Sometimes there are glitches like that, but I know it will definitely, if you've not opened a page before, you will definitely be able to create a page. Because even me that have all those pages under myself, I'm very sure I can create a page. So what else again? Can you create an ad on a newly created page without necessarily having followers or few followers? Yes, you can. Once you set up every necessary thing you need to set up, you can definitely create ads. You set up your ad account, you set up your business manager, you have your card added to it. You can run ads. There are no limits to. Sorry, just a second. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so there are no limits to when and where you can create ads, how many followers you need to have to create ads. So you can just, once you have your account fully set up, you can create ads. So from here, this is the ads manager. I don't use this ad center at all because I don't, why should I use it? I use ads manager. Basically, ad center, it shows you, this is what it shows you, and it does not contain the necessary information I will probably need, so I don't use it. It's taking time to load. Yeah, so this is what it's showing. So I don't use this. So let's go back. So we use your ads manager, right? We are going to ads manager now. So I'll show you how to run proper ads on Facebook. But before that, I'm trying to look for something. So this business manager, so is a way for you to manage all your accounts in one place, right? You have a Facebook page, you have a page on Instagram, you have a WhatsApp. You can have all these pages managed under one business account. And the funny thing with business account is you can even have multiple ad accounts. You can have multiple pages added under your overall business. It's more like having, for example, with let's say Pepsi now. They have Pepsi Nigeria, they have Pepsi, I don't know. Let's say they have Pepsi, or let's say Domino's now. Domino's Nigeria, there's Domino's Pub, Domino's UK, Domino's USA, Domino's this, Domino's that, or KFC this, KFC that. They can decide to have every of their page, yeah, they are separate independent pages under one business account. So everything is run from one place, and you would have to use like the different ad accounts are there regardless. They don't interfere with each other. Facebook, Pepsi Nigeria can be running ads. It does not affect Pepsi UK or Pepsi another country. If you just want the organization with your ad account and you want them to be under just one umbrella, that's what you use your business manager for. And you can also use it to more like a second layer access to people you want to manage your page. So let's go to, okay. So yeah, this is your business ads manager. It's always good to set it up. For example, with Pagrega Water Park, I think we have another page under Pagrega Water Park again. I think Pagrega Hotel. So you can see, this is what I'm saying. So you can have multiple pages. This is like 2 pages under the same ad account. So I can always edit them. I can always make changes to them. I can always give access to people depending on this page. And I can run I can run ads from one ad account on these two. If I don't want to operate them separately, I can use one ad account to run campaigns on 2-3 of my pages. Yeah, so that's what the business ads manager does. And the business manager also is where you will find your ads manager, your audiences. Let's explore. So this is your business manager, right? From business manager, you can go to your business suite. So let's take a quick move to business suites. We are coming back to business manager in a while. So I will explain every other thing you can do with your business manager. So for you to basically use ads manager, you need a business manager account. So it's always good to set that up so that you can have your Instagram, you can run campaigns across board, across Instagram, Facebook, from one place, right? And you can also manage all your admin access from one place. So from there I clicked on Meta Business Suite. I was actually looking for the shortcut from Facebook. There's a shortcut from Facebook, but I have not seen it. So which was why I had to go through Business Manager. So I went from here to from here to here. So this is your Meta Business Suite. And I think I explained this before. What Meta Business Suite is for is basically for your content, right? To manage your content, manage your notifications. You can plan your content based on calendar year. I think we've touched it. We've touched it under content marketing. I think guess why I just have to touch it again is so you know the shortcuts you can go from your Facebook to Meta Business Suite. So you can manage your content here. There is content section, there is insights, schedule, and all of that. That's what you use Business Suite for, basically, to schedule, to post across board. Yeah. And you can, so your creative assets are here. These are things you have, these are your contents. You can always create content here if you want to create something from Meta Business Suite, but I don't know why you want to do that. You can always create your content with whatever platform you use. That's your CapCut, your Canva, your InShot, any app content creation tool you use. So basically, that's what a Business Suite is about. There are other things here that you might want to check out, but everything under this advertise is something we will see in the business manager that we are going now. Same with, you see everything has this icon. This icon means it's taking you out of this page to another page. File manager is where you can access images and video files that you have on your page. Billing and payments is something we'll touch again on the business manager side. Account quality, we'll touch that as well. So basically what Business Suite is for, you use it for scheduling, you use it for planning your content, and you use it to answer your comments, messages, and all of that. So going back to your business manager, right? So for business manager, these are what you can do with it. You can access your ads manager from your business manager. Your audience, you can have a list of your audience, billing, business settings, ad account settings, events manager. Ad account settings means settings for your ad accounts, your billing, what card are you using to make payments. Then events manager means you are tracking specific events. When we talked about conversion tracking, where you want to know how many people went from your Facebook ad to your website. So you need to set up events manager so you can actually track that. So let's take it one after the other. I'm going to just use this and use this. So touch them one after the other. So this is like your dashboard for your business manager, right? You can see ad account performance. This performance is not for your page. This shows if you are running campaigns. It shows your reach for your campaigns, impression for your campaigns. You can create report from here and all of that. You can see all in ad settings here. So you can see the number of pages you have here. But let's just go to business settings first of all. Yeah, so this is your business settings. This is where you can always, so for example, we'll dissect this one, but this is user now. These are people. People that you add here can run ads on your campaign with your ads manager. When you set up a Facebook page as an admin, you have your own personal ads manager, right? That you can use to run ads. But when you have a business page, it's important that the business page have its own ads manager that is not linked to any personal business, so that you, regardless of who is managing the account, you can be working there today and tomorrow you are gone. They would always have records of all the ads that they've run in their for their business. So it's important you set up a business manager for any brand you are working with. You don't want to run, like if you check here now, you can see these are businesses, the accounts that I've managed, and there is me here. So my name is here. I have ad accounts as well that I can use my card to run ads on any of this page. But I wouldn't do that because these businesses are independent businesses and they are not my business. So, and I'm not going to pay with my own card. So when you set up your business account for your brand, it allows your brand independence, regardless of who is managing it. Your content, your account is secure, and you can always give access to somebody else. So nobody can hold anybody but like on ransom that, okay, you can only run ads because of me. If I'm not there, you cannot run ads. So that's why it's important to set up business manager for every account you manage, so that they have access to every of their assets, right? So for people now, you can always add people here, but the thing is, you add people by name, ID, or email. So once you give people access here, they get an email where they get access to business settings. It is different from giving access to page. When you have access to page, the person does not have access to business settings. So only people that you give access here can see your ad account, can see your billing, can see what ads you are running and all of that. So basically that's what is here. You can always add new people here. You can add assets if you have more assets you want people to manage. So that's like pages. So let's say under pages, this is the only page I can add here. So if I have, but it's here already, so I don't need to add it again. Pages here, add account is here. So you can always add new pages to this account. You can always add new ad accounts. If you have catalogs, you can always add it here. If there are any other third-party app, there are pixels. We'll definitely touch pixels. Instagram accounts is here already. So if you want to assign this asset to me now, you just click here and it goes to me. So this is under people here. You can always assign any of your assets that are available here to whoever you want to assign it to here, right? So, but for here, I have full control. Person's permission change. So you, depending on what access or permissions you want to give, you can always do that from here. So then there is partners. I think it's the same thing with the brand partnership thing that we discussed. So there's system users. So you basically don't need this one. What you need is people. If you have anybody you want to add to your account, you can always add them here. So then you go to accounts. Under accounts, you have your pages, right? These are the pages that if you have any new page you want to add, probably you want all your, like I said, if you want all your page to be in under one business account, you can always put the ID of your page here, or you type the name here. Type the name of your business here, but these are the only pages that are under this account. So if you have any other page you might want to add, you can always add it from here. So this is add a page, yeah. your business already owns this page or you need to own it. For example, another company created the page for you. You can add a page here. You can request access to a page here. If there is a page you want to request access for, you can do that here. Then they send a notification to the page. Then if the page gives you access, it pops up here. Then you can create a new page from here entirely, right? So that's what you do here. And here you can also add people that are managing those pages. Yeah, so you can see everybody that was managing the page, the account on the page level, they are here now. I can also remove them from here. So you can see here now it's saying not in business account because they don't have access to this backend. They only have access to the page. So they can't see any of the things that I'm doing on this side. So your ad account, you need another ad account to run ads, right? So every of your ad accounts would appear here. If you have any ad accounts, it will always appear here. You can add more ad accounts if you have ad accounts or you create a new ad account. Then you have business asset groups. Choose which pages or ad accounts. If you have any business asset group you want to add here, I don't use this. So there is apps. We don't use any third-party apps. Yeah. So then there's Instagram. So your Instagram account is here. If you want to add multiple Instagram accounts, you can always type their name here and add them to it. So there is, but before you can even add any Instagram account, you probably have access. Like I'll probably be an admin on those pages before I can add them here. If I'm not an admin on those pages, or if that page is already added to another business account, you cannot add them. So you might probably want to request for access before you can actually see them show up here. So then you have WhatsApp account, commerce accounts for e-commerce. I don't use that. So WhatsApp accounts, your WhatsApp account is showing here already. So it's showing your phone number, your business name, WhatsApp business app. So that's basically what you do here. Most of every other thing you need to do here are things that will still show you on the other side. So we just go there. Billing and payments, if you want to add a payment. Initially, this billing and payments, you can access it here. Now they are probably taking you out of here to your particular ads manager. So most of these changes come up with time. Once they see that it's not being utilized well where they put it, they make those changes. Because before I would have ad account, I will add a card on business level, then I'll still add another card on the ad account level. But now they felt this does not work, so now they moved it. So another thing you might want to take note of here is you can permanently delete your business. Once you delete this, everything about the business go away. Your page, your ad accounts, everything goes. But it takes time before it go. I think it takes like 30 days or 60 days before they can permanently delete it. So you can always add information here, your business name, if you have tax ID, phone and all of that, you can add that here. Then you set up two-factor authentication is important. So there's a limit to the number of ad accounts you can create per business. I think it's 3. So we have only 1. So you won't want to risk creating multiple ad accounts anyhow. There's a 3 limit to the number of ad accounts you can create. So I can leave, if I want to leave myself as an admin, I will leave from here. Then I won't have access to all this again. So this request is where people are requesting, like you want to, like what I was showing you here about adding more pages to your page, adding ad accounts to your ad accounts. Any request you get like that will show here. Anyone you send will show here. Invitations will show here. People inviting you to manage a page for them will show here. Access review will show here. So basically that's what the business settings is about. What you have to just note most of the time is your user. You can always add new people to manage your accounts here. Under page section, you can add pages or add people to manage certain pages for ad accounts as well. You can add people that have access to particular ad accounts. Yeah. So basically that's the business settings. So let's move to, so here is account quality, right? Account quality is basically showing you if you've violated any community policies and all of that, you will get to see that here. So status, no ads rejected, no asset issues. So you don't have any issues with Facebook, no restrictions. So that's what you do here. Then apps, the third party apps I was talking about, we've seen enough of it already. So your billing section is where so are you guys with me? You guys can see my screen, right? Which tools can you use? Okay. Can you, okay, questions now. Let me check again. Can you create an ad on a newly created page? Okay, I've answered that. And it will reach people as the other pages. Yes, for sure. You're paying for it to reach people now. Your paid ads does not care how many people you are following. The only time that information is important is if you have set up pixels tracking, right? So what it does is it tracks the number of people that are on your page, the number of people that goes to your website from your page. So that way, probably you want to retarget people. You can now create you can retarget people that have visited your page before. You can also create lookalike audience and target people that have the same behavior as people that have visited your page before. So that's what it's about. But basically, your number of followers does not determine where your ads will reach. Your ads will always go as far as you spend. It depends on your money. So which tools can you use to monitor the engagement on your social media accounts? You can always monitor engagement. For example, with Buffer now, Buffer can be used. I think I showed us when we were on content marketing that you can use Buffer. You can use Business Suite as well. Even, for example, on Instagram, there's analytics section where you can always check your analytics. But if you are using paid Buffer now, you can always use analytics on Buffer to check whatever metrics you want to check. And we also saw I showed everyone how to check metrics on Facebook Insights as well. So for whichever platform you are using, there are always ways you can check your insights. And I've shown for Facebook, maybe you can watch a recording of the video. You see how to do that on Facebook. Meta Business Suite, you can also check your analytics there. If on Buffer, you can do that as well. For Twitter, I'll definitely show you. For LinkedIn, I'll show you. For Instagram, because it's mobile, probably I'll have to connect on mobile and share my screen on mobile to show you those things. Yeah, we can work on that. So billing and payments is just for you to pay, where you can add your card. You can add your card. You can download your payment history. Yeah, click download. You can download as PDF, CSV file. You can download that. Payment settings, once you click here, it takes you to where you can add a new card. You can add payment method if you want to add a card to it. But most of the time, Naira cards don't usually work. And the reason why I use dollar payment is because when you add a Naira denomination here now, and they charge you, most of the time they charge you way more than they will charge you for a dollar equivalent if your account is not in dollar. If your account is in Naira and you are paying with a dollar card now, they would charge you, like, most of the time I've noticed I pay almost twice. Maybe it's because of the card I'm using. Do I use cheaper cash card? Because most of the Naira cards have not been working for a while. But depending on your country, like Laura now, probably a card, their government don't have restrictions to dollar restrictions. She might be able to use different cards. But you use dollar cards here. If you have Naira cards, like I think UBA card sometimes work. Zenith Bank card was working before they stopped it. So you have to use a card most of the time, black cards from domiciliary account cards from the bank when they still allow you to buy dollar, or you use somebody's card outside the country, or you set up a Naira card and you use a Naira card that works for it. So yeah, that's that. And the more you run at, the more they increase your threshold. So when you start spending, they increase your monthly. You are only charged twice. It's also important to know that you are only charged when you reach your threshold or when you reach your billing cycle. It's either they charge you when I spend they charge me when I spend $25, or they charge me when every July 9th. Anyone that comes first, you get charged. But if you've not gotten to your threshold and July 9 elapses without you paying, they necessarily won't have effect. But once you get to your $25 threshold, then you might have restrictions on your card, on your account. You won't be able to run out until you make payments. So you either pay every July 9 or you pay, but July 9 is not for everybody. Depending on when you set up your account, that depends. That gives them the date when they charge you. So they charge you like that. And they charge you also when you reach your threshold. The more I spend, the threshold increases. So that's that. So that's that. Sorry, the call is coming in, distracting me. So that's for billing. Then brand safety and suitability. So it's almost what you do. You can block people here, people you don't want access to your page. You can block here, publisher lists where your ads could appear. You can always select a placement to see its publisher list. So if you probably want to have placements, you don't want your ad to show. So these are the placements. We'll touch this when we try to set up an ad. So these are the placements that are available on Facebook most of the time. Through this place, you can run ads on in-stream videos. That's when your ad shows on videos that people are watching. Audience network, external apps in audience network. Your ads can show on Facebook Reels. They can show on your Instagram profile. They can show on Instagram Reels as well. So I don't use this honestly, but if you feel you have reasons to want to use any of this, probably what I use this for is to block people that I don't want to have access to my ads, or topic exclusion. Probably there are some topics you might not want to your ads to show on. This thing is also shows on Google Ads as well. There are some 18 plus kind of content you might not want your ads to show on. You can exclude them. So that's basically what brand safety and suitability is about. But I don't even think any 18 plus kind of content is on Facebook. So we've touched business settings. Collaboration center is the same brand collab. So event manager. We do event manager. Yeah, that's good. Facebook is probably going to take the whole deal. So event manager, yesterday when I was talking about Google Tag Manager, right? I said Google Tag Manager houses every other tags you are trying to put on your website. So instead of putting Facebook tag on your website, putting Google tag, putting Google Analytics, Google Search Console, this one, just put everything in your Google Tag Manager, and you use only your Google Tag Manager tag on your website. So now what this is like, this is Facebook tag now. I don't want to set up this, because once I click this now, it will start I will have to create another one if whenever I'm ready again, because I won't have access to this one again. I have to set it up like once and for all. So this event manager is for tracking website visitors, because the Google Tag Manager has not been set up. I've sent the codes again. I hope they can add it to the website. Once it's live, we can always treat Google Tag Manager before our class ends. Somebody's asking a question. You would have to create a new no, all the features we saw on the page. No, it's for page now. You can't see it on personal. You have to have page to access it. And if I already choosing Naira, you have to create a new ad account. And you have 3 ad accounts is your limit. Once you create 3 ad accounts, you can't create any ad account again. So you have to, if you have a Naira card, you have to create a new one to generate a dollar card. You can't change the denomination of your card. I've answered your question, sir. Okay. So I have to run quick. The time is going. This is 11:22 now. So for events manager, basically they give you a series of code. Okay.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Mayowa. So while they
Yeah.
are here, please don't forget to drop your name in the attendance section. Please don't forget. Attendance is really important. Thank you.
Yeah, so basically what this is for, and it's important for every digital marketer to set this up honestly. But I can't set it up because the Google Tag Manager is not ready yet, and it's just going to mess everything up. I don't want to. Once the Google Tag Manager is ready, we can always go back to this and we'll see how to do this. So the importance is you get to track your website visitors, you get to build audience from it, you can create lookalike audience, you save your page visitors data, then you can always retarget them. So it's for the purpose of retargeting most of the time why you need to set this up. So there are data sources. Yeah. Coming. So if I click on connect a data source now, yeah, you see. So connect a new data source. I can either connect web, app, offline, CRM. So this one, the offline one is for physical stores. If you have a physical store, you can set this up. CRM, if you have a CRM that is acceptable by these people, probably. Mr. Barrow, you raised the hand again. Yeah, do you have a
It's
question?
breaking. It's breaking. I don't know
Okay, am
whether
I
it's only
breaking,
me.
guys?
I can actually hear you.
So I guess it's Mr. Barrow's network. So yeah, so you have your web. If you have a website, this is what you click. Once you select this, they show you a series of code. They give you directions. You can just mail those information to your developer immediately. So your developer sets it up for you. But because we are trying to use Google Tag Manager, we'll probably have to do it by ourselves. And once Google Tag Manager is live, I will show you how to do that. It's almost the same step we used for setting up the Google Search Console yesterday. It's just that this time we'll have to look for Meta. We'll have to look for the connection of Facebook, so that we can set that up. So if it's a mobile app, you can do it. If it's offline or this, or if it's because it's website we are trying to connect, we probably have to click here. But I will have to stop here for now since we don't have. So yeah, there's custom conversion. What this does is, if you are trying to track particular actions, are you trying to track people, how many people click on my buy now button? Like maybe on your landing page now, you have a okay, for example, let's just do something real quick. Let me stop sharing first of all, and let me just share my whole window. Yeah, so I won't have to be moving up and down now. So let's say what I want to show you now. Okay, let's go to HackCity.tech. So if I want to actually track the number of people that click on this particular button, I can use the custom conversion, but that's only possible when the Facebook code is already on the website, or I want to track the number of people that clicks on apply now. Mr. Barra, I think you mute your mic and let's so that we can round up. We can ask your questions at the end of the class. Okay, you guys cannot see my screen. No, this is what you guys are seeing.
I can
So
see
you can
Kylie
track.
Jenner.
Yeah, because I was going to the same page, so it's duplicating. So you can always see your apply now. You can track this button. You can track this button. Know the number of people that clicked this button on by using the custom conversion. But it is so important you had set up you come here first, set up your web before you can start setting up other things. Because once you start setting up custom conversion, it takes you to the website and you kind of do a mock of what you want to track, right? So that's basically partner integrations. If you have any partners, third-party apps that you want to integrate, So this is Google Tag Manager, which we would have easily set up if our Google Tag Manager is firing, but it's not firing yet, so we won't be able to do that. Instead, I would have clicked here now and set up Google Tag Manager right from this place instead of even going over to Google Tag Manager. Yeah. So, and you can see there is conversion API gateway. I don't use this. I just use Google Tag Manager. But if you have, then you have Shopify for your store, WooCommerce for e-commerce store. So basically what the event is about is tracking actions of your website visitors, right? What your website visitors are doing, you are tracking them on your website. So that's basically it. So here you have website platforms like GoDaddy. These are domain web host providers. Then you have custom data platforms. I don't use any of this. So you have CRM. There's HubSpot here, Salesforce, depending on the CRM you use. I've used EngageBay before. EngageBay is not yet. So these are the ones that they allow, that they have proper API partnership with. So there is Google Tag Manager again that you can use for web events. So don't use this one, beta mode. This one is still in test. It's not fully live, so it's best to use Google Tag Manager. Yeah, so basically that's what is with the event. We will definitely come back to it once we have our Google Tag Manager set up. So this is a media library where you have images of your, I don't know why it's asking. Generate a code in your authentication app and enter it here. For media library, I don't think I want to do that. So basically your media library just shows you images that you have on your account. Those are images on your ad account, probably images you have uploaded to run ads. And store locations, if you have multiple locations, you can always add them up here. So, and it will also be what will be used to track offline people that come to your location offline. Facebook can also track people that have actually visited your business offline and use their information. You can target them again, or you can create a lookalike audience. So yeah, we have add account settings. Let's add account settings is setting up your ad account. So yeah, you have your ad account set up. Open payment settings where you can add a card. We've done that. Yeah, add account roles. If you have people you want to add to manage your ad account, you can always add them here. Then you see your pages here. So this is access additional pages. I don't need to access. These are your payment settings. Same thing we touched before. Then you have notification settings, name and templates. Basically, nothing much here. Let's go back. So yeah, you can delete your ad account here. You can delete your ad account from here. If you want to deactivate it, this is what you do. But if you open your ad account settings, I wanted to show you something. So yeah, when you press edit here now, once I try to change the currency, it's going to ask me to create a new ad account. So if you try to change your currency, you can come here, then you see the pop-up. It tells you to create a new ad account with the new currency you want to use. So this is where you can do that. So once you click here and you select, probably you are using Naira, you want to change it to dollar. Once you set it up, it will ask you to set up a new ad account, basically. So that's what that's for. Then we have ads manager. This is the last thing we'll touch. So audiences is also important. Audiences. For audiences, yeah, basically, yes, yeah, you can set up your audience. There is another way to set up your audience but this is one of the ways you can, because before you start running your ads, you need to have decide on your audience. So if you want to create audience, there are ways. There's custom audience. This custom audience, once you click it, it allows you to take audience from where you can see now. You can have audience from your website. So if you select your website, your pixel has to be firing. Pixel is the tag. Facebook tag is called pixel. So that pixel has to be firing. It has to have gone to Google Tag Manager or gone to the back end of your website. So before you can start, you can create an audience. So when you have, let me show you something real quick. I'll show you something. Just let me just explain some of these things. So here you have your website. You can create audience from your website. You can create audience from your customer list. If you have a list of emails, you can upload it to Facebook. Emails, that's why I say emails is like gold for digital marketing. You can always upload them, target them again, or create a lookalike audience from them and target them. If you have a mobile app, you can use this one. Offline activity, you can target people who have visited your physical location, but you need to have an address before you can use this on your page. Before you can use this catalog, if you use catalog, probably for e-commerce businesses. If you have used a lead form, you can use this. It says create an audience of people who opened or completed a form in one of your lead generation ads. So you would have run an ads on lead form before you can use this. Then for Instagram accounts, you can target people who are following your profile or who have interacted with your Instagram ads by using this one. So that's what the essence of retargeting. Then Facebook page, people who have visited your page, who have interacted with your page, you can target them. Instant experience, people who have interacted with your instant experience ads, yeah, you can. And shopping as well, people who have create an audience who interacted with your products in the shopping experience on Facebook. So basically, this is custom audience. So when you have a tags firing, it's always important to use website so you can retarget people that have visited your website but have not taken the required action, right? It's always good to do that. But because we don't have that set up, we might not be able to do that. If you have a list, you can upload a list of all your contacts, all your people that have visited your business, and you have their emails, upload them here, then you can target them again. They'll just start seeing your ad and be like, why am I seeing this ads? They don't know that you've done your magic in the back end. So basically, that's what you do with custom audience. There's lookalike audience. So lookalike audience is when you create, you have to have a data source. And that was when we were talking about the data source before. Is it your website? Is it your app? Is it offline? So you have to have a data source. Once you have a data source, because we don't have any source now, so the only source here is page. So the only thing I can pick here is, let's say, HackCity Tech page now. Yeah. So, and most of the time I use 10%. So what lookalike means, you are going to mirror your audience. It's going to look at the audience information you have now and create and target people that have the same set of behavior, interests, demographics as those people. That's basically what lookalike audience is. But it's always important when you want to create lookalike audience, always use lookalike audience with your website. For example, your website is important you use with your website. So for you to create a lookalike audience, you first need to have a custom audience. Have all your custom audience set. Yeah, come to custom audience, set for website, set for customer list, set for Instagram accounts. Everything will appear here. Then you can now create a lookalike of each of these audiences. And the saved audience is basically you manually setting up your audience, right? So what you first do is you name your audience. Let's say bootcamp. So why most of the time I prefer to use this to run ads compared to using Instagram, for example, is because I can do more things. I can, like everything I've mentioned here, I can do it and run my ads to only Instagram. But on Instagram mobile app, I don't have access to do all this. So for professionals, if you are running ads for people, retargeting, trying to be detailed with your targeting, it's best to use Ads Manager rather than just clicking boost post on Instagram is for amateurs. So yeah, you can find all your, if you have custom audiences, that you've set, we don't have anyone. We don't have any lookalike audience. So once you have those, you can select them here. Once you select them here, you can also change location here. So here I can select United States, I can select a country, I can select a state, Lagos. I can select, even there are some streets that I can select. For example, let me say Ikeja. You can select Ikeja. Here it's a city. You can target by miles. You can see here now, it's showing me this is the coverage. If I want it to be lower, I can reduce it to a low. You can even target particular street. Let's say number 2. Let's say let's say street, not house now. So let's say Thomas So yeah, this is Thomas Alapo Street in Jayogba. I can try to target this whole street for my ad. So this is it now. 1 mile is tag like specific to that street. Then I can increase this by, so now it's getting bigger, right? So, but it's also important to know that now this Ikeja is already covering this. So I might have to, like, it's overlapping on each other. I might have to remove one. So you can always target like direct places here, and you can set what location, how far you want the coverage to be. So 33 miles is very much so. So you can do that with this. That's what you do with location. So you can also exclude if you want to exclude. If you want to target, let's say, include Nigeria now, Nigeria as a country. Then I want to exclude, let's say exclude, probably in Nigeria, I don't want it to get to, let's say, Lagos. My ad will show to Nigeria, but Lagos people will not see it. Nobody in Lagos will see it. So that's what you do with this. So you can also, this is where you put your age. So once you have your target audience, which we discussed yesterday, you have your user persona, you know the age range of people that are interested in your product. You can always target them here. Most of the time, they don't let you run ads to people below 16, below 18 again. I don't know why. Some ads don't go to them. So you have 18, then you can, depending on if your business is for, you know that people that will be interested has to be way older. Probably you want to start from 25, you want to start from 30, depending on who you are targeting. At the end of the day, you know behaviors of people in different age groups. If you want to target both gender, if you want to target one gender, but you have to indicate that you are not discriminating the other gender when you select a particular gender alone. But there might be times you feel your ad, mostly women relate with your ad, you can target only women. So yeah, languages, it's English. I don't think you need to do anything with this. So yeah, it shows you your estimated audience size. It's telling me the estimated size is 23 million to 27 million. So yeah, then you can go to demographics, depending on what your business is. Yeah, tech training. If I put tech here, let's see. So now I'm trying to target people who are interested in tech, right? One of the things I can target is their behavior. I can target their interest. I can target their behavior. I can target their workplace. So now, yeah, I can target, you can see me, it's telling me TechCrunch is a new service. Somebody who is interested in tech will probably be following TechCrunch, right? I target TechCrunch, then I put tech again. Yeah, so I target Tech Insider, right? Okay, I want to target people who said they have a bachelor's degree in tech, bachelor of technology, higher education. These are interests, not actually, these are interests. So probably the person is interested in studying tech in university, getting a B.Tech degree. So you can target by employer again, but not all companies are always available here. So you have to be careful. You can even target, I was telling somebody, see yesterday I was talking, you can target page admins. So depending on what your business is about, Facebook page admin, I can target people who are page admins, business page admin, travel and tourism page admin, community and club page admin, health and beauty page admin. So depending on if you are a B2B business, you are trying to market to, for example, CAC person, you can run out and target all the page admins, but probably the owner of the business, right? So you want to target them so they know that they should do their CAC, Instagram business profile admin. You understand? You just target all of them, yeah. Then you say, okay, for you want to target business owner, CEO, MD, CEO. Some all those people that call themselves CEO that they have one small business and they're called. So you can always target them here, business owner, entrepreneur, my business. People use my business, my own business or something. My own company, my own shop. So work at my own business. These are people you might want to target for a CAC business. So depending on what your business is about, you have to, small business owners as well, you have to know. For probably you are into shopping, you might want to target people that, where you sell human hair, for example. You have people here shopping. You target people, not job title, because I don't know who have the job title as shopping. Shopping for interest, right? You look at behavior. Behavior is important. Interest is important. So you look at that. Then there is what the shopping online. People that shop online, they have their behavior of shopping online or interest of shopping online. You target them. Black Friday, you target those kind of people. Then there's one they call luxury shopping, smart shopping as well, cosmetics. Somebody you can target, people you can target, social shopping, you target them. There's luxury, depending on what your business is about, you can target luxury travel, people that travel, luxury lifestyle. Maybe if you are trying to target people that have money, yeah, luxury watches. You even target, you can target by phone, Samsung owner, Galaxy S9, but I think iPhone disabled private, they are enabled privacy where you can't target their users again by their phone. So there was a time you could target people that use iPhone, for example, let's say iPhone 11, iPhone 12, you know, they have money and you want to target them. But I think iOS disabled it. They said they're intruding their users' privacy, so they stop sharing those kind of information. Then you can even target people that travel a lot. Depending on what your business is about, anyways. So frequent travelers, you can see frequent travelers. So and the thing is, once you select something, you can always go to suggestions and see. So because I said frequent travelers, it's suggesting frequent international travelers for me. So always when you have ideas in your head, punch them in. If they come out, select them. If they don't, if once you select them, you will go to suggestions to get more ideas. So I can target frequent. So now, because I said selected Tech Insider and TechCrunch, I have Tech Radar here. I have digital trends here. So, but because I selected frequent travelers also, I have frequent international travelers here. I have travel. So if I select frequent international travelers now, then it's also bringing me to first class travel, vacations, tourism. So these are behaviors of your consumer, right? Probably somebody who is a first class traveler has money. The person travels, and you have, for example, the water park business with the tourism business. People who are tourist enthusiasts will definitely want to visit that kind of place. So you have to business class, air travel. So these are things you have to know. People that travel by air, luxury resorts, people that love going to luxury resorts, adventure travel. These are things for a water park I will probably want to target. For a tech person, we might probably want to target TechCrunch, life hacker blog. See, high net worth individual. If you are targeting people that people that have money, high net worth individual, luxury vehicle, and all of these things, you can always. And once you set that up, you get you will see option to narrow your audience. Don't select it. Most of the time, you enable audience expansion because you might not get or target everybody. So there's a way, there is option to expand a little bit to other people that might fall into that category that you were not able to select, right? So, and here you have your every of your audience will appear here. So yeah, this is 11:47. I'm not going to rush, so we can always let's go back to account overview. Let me see if I have questions today. No questions. So I'm going back. Oh God. So let's go to all tools. This also has coming to. So we've touched audiences. So there are other things here that I don't know, you don't probably need. For analyze and report, for example, this is ads reporting. It shows the reports of your ads. Insights, same thing. Experiments, if you want to split test A and B testing, you can always do that with experiments. You want to test different audiences, you can do that, but you can even do that manually. Sorry, which I'm going to show you shortly. Then ads manager, automated rules. If there are rules you don't want, probably you are running ads and you don't want somebody who saw this ad to see another ad, you can always create rules here. But most of these are more like detailed kind of, most of the time what you use it for is to reduce option overlap. You are running two separate ads and they get to a point where both of them are targeting the same person. So why spend twice to target one person? So those are the things that mostly I use this for. So reduce auction overlap so that my separate ads don't overlap and go to the same set of people. So create a rule that adjusts your ad set to stop them competing against each other, right? So that's one thing to note. Create a rule to enhance your creative and show each person a variation of your ad when it's likely to improve. I don't do this one. Then reduce audience fragmentation. When your audience are becoming more similar, they kind of combine them together. So you can always set those rules here. Yes, you can always set those rules here. So let's go to ad manager proper. Let's just touch that before we round up. Just a second, please. Just trying to. Okay, so yeah, this is your ad manager. Basically, this is the last part of. There's nothing here again. Here is business settings, the same place we went. That was the first place we touched. Then notifications. Yeah, this is your billing, audience, ad reporting. Yeah. So now this is your ads manager, right? For ads manager, you have campaigns, you have ad sets, and you have ads. And note this because it will reflect in almost every platform we go to. They have like 3 stages of their campaign, but some change the name. So the name might be different, but the purpose is almost the same. So your campaign, what campaign is about is campaign is like the what I call it, the big house. There's a house now, then ads is like a room in the house, right? Then ad set is a room in the house. Then ads are like items inside that room, right? So there's the campaign level, there's the ad set level, and there's the ads level. Whatever you do on campaign level, the only thing that affects ads on campaign level, will affect ad sets from campaign level, is your objective, right? What objective is your ad for? We'll touch on all these objectives, and this is A and B test again. That is the experiment. You can also click it here to test if you want to use it, but you can also test manually. Testing manually would mean you running one campaign to 2 different audiences, right? Testing would mean running campaign on two different placements. Testing would mean running campaign with different ad copies. Ad copies are the text in your ads. You might run one ad and use specific type of content, videos, text. Then you run another with another type of. Then you look at which one performs best. So that's basically what our test, A and B test is about. You can always use this to test, or you do it manually. So, like I was saying, so this is campaign level. On the campaign level, what you just do is set your what do I call it now? Your objective. But on the ad set level, that is where you set your budget. How much am I spending on this ad? When is this ad going to end? Who are the people this ad is going to show to? Your audience. You set that on your ad set level. So under one campaign, you can have multiple ad sets. Under one campaign, let me show you an example. We ran the bootcamp ad, right? This is bootcamp. I click on it. Under bootcamp campaign, I have 3 ad sets. These 3 ad sets, I use the same budget for them, which is let's see, just one budget. However, I can split the budget and let them run separately. You have to note that if you select separate budget for these things, that means you'll be spending 20, 25, 25. That's like a 70, yeah, $70. But because I set the budget from the campaign level, 3 of them are going to compete for the $26 that I spent on this ad. So if you want all of them to compete for the same budget, you can set your budget at the campaign level. But if you want them to run on separate budgets, if you have independent budget for them, you will set them at the ad set level. But whatever you set on ad set level will affect every ad under the campaign. So for example, this is Bootcamp 1.0 dynamic, right? Why is this person calling me like this? And I'm not picking, I'm still calling. So this is a dynamic ad. So this is one ad under this ad set, right? So if you click 1.0 IG as well, you can see under that one we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. So you have multiple ad sets. Can you just give me a second, please? Just a second. Sorry.
Mr. Mayowa, you're muted.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah, sorry
Mayowa
about
asked
that.
to be.
I thought I said I was going to that should give me a second. I wanted to, a call was disturbing my phone. I had to pick
Okay.
to tell the
Okay.
person I'll call him back. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, on the asset level, like I was saying,
Okay.
anything you set. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So anything you set on the asset level affects all your ads. So you, for one ad set, you can have unlimited number of ads. Any of them will compete for the same budget, right? And they will use the same audience. They will use the same placement. If I want them to run on a different placement, I will set up a new ad set and add my ads to them, right? So I will show you basically how to do that. I just needed to explain this. Every other thing here is your bidding strategy. You have your delivery, one that you can switch off your ads from here. Just toggle this, it goes off. Then you have your attribution setting, 7-day click or 1-day view. You just monitors how long it can track your audience for after 7 days, so that probably somebody clicks your ad now and they didn't actually take the required action until 7 days. It will still record and track it. After 7 days, it won't track it again. So you have your results here. whatever you are running, or your objective determines what your result is. Are you running for link clicks? Are you running for landing page views? Are you running for sign up, number of sign up? Whatever it is you are running for will be your result here. Reach is the number of unique persons that sees your ad. Impression is the number of times your ad was seen, the number of times people see your ad. This one is unique person, the number of one individual that saw your ad, and this one is the number of times. So I can be one person and see your ad 5 times, right? So that's that. Then the cost per result. How much does it cost to get the result? For click now, we have 0.01 cent, $0.01 per click. Here we have 0.005 per post engagement. That is way cheap. So then you have your amount spent, then you have when your ad ends. Then under the ad set level, you get to see more information, like you see your last significant edit when you edited last. You see, okay, you see your schedule. Coming just a second. Let's see. There is one that here. Yeah. So on the ad level now, you can see your quality ranking: above average, above average, above average, average, above average. Shows how your ads are doing. Are they relevant? Are people clicking on them? So it's saying the ads are above average, except this one is a average. So engagement ranking. So probably the copy here is not compelling enough. That means the copy is the text, or the design might be something that is not making it go very far. So you have to note these things. So probably there's something with the design that is, or the text that is not that compelling. So you can see this one is, I think, is the best performing. There's above average engagement rates. The way the engagement is above average, the conversion rate is above average. Every other one has average, 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 average. So basically, that's what you can see from here. Then let's just create one ad now. So every other thing here is you can delete. You click here, you can duplicate. You want to make a copy of it, you can delete. You can, what's this one? Save audience. If you want to, well, these things, I don't think you need to do them here. You can always go to where they are. Then you can select your report, and if you have a particular template you want to, you can share a link to your report. Probably you want to share it with your manager or whoever. You can also change your column, what you want to track. You can always select what you want to track here. If you want to track other things, you can pick them up from here. Then it's also here as well, by delivery, by action, breakdown. What's the breakdown? Is it by whatever breakdown you want to use? Basically, that's it. Your report templates is here. This is the templates, all levels: campaign level, ad set level, ad level. So you can always check the template you want to use for your reports here, basically. Then what else? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, this is where this is your ad manager, right? This is the ad manager, ad account for HackCity Tech. If I want to check the ad account for another business, I'll just click here. Then I can select whichever business I want to look at their ad account and run ads for them. See my own personal ad account. So once I click here, so you just unclick this thing. So most of the time, you have to also get familiar with this on the back end to know how to use them. So yes, like I said, once you want to create a campaign, you have to select your objective. I will explain these objectives to us. Awareness, it means you want your ad to people that we want to show your ads enough that people can remember them. There was this language they were using one time where they show your ads so that people can remember. When you ask somebody after like 7 days that have they seen an ad from so person, most of the time they remember, right? So that's the brand awareness. There's traffic. This is if you are targeting, you want to drive people to a particular place. Do you want to drive them to your WhatsApp? Do you want to drive them to your website? Do you want to make them to call you? Do you want to make them to send you WhatsApp messages? Do you want them to send you Instagram messages? Whatever it is, traffic, that's what it's about. Engagement is for video views. Yeah, you want to track people that like your comments, that comment, people that like, people that share. That's what you can do with engagement. Then leads is the form. That form I was talking about, where You want to track the number of people that fill your form. You want to track conversions as well. But to track conversion, you need to set up your pixel, which is with Google Tag Manager, so you can track conversion. So that is important, so you can actually track what people are doing, what particular action are they taking the required action you want them to take. So you can do that with this. Then for sales as well, you can also do that. They use it for catalog, then for conversions as well. App promotion, if you have an app you are promoting, you can run ads with this for app, so people can install the app. What the CTA will be to install. So once they click on it, it takes them to Google Play Store or iOS Store to install your app. That's basically the objectives. So most of the time, the objectives I advise people to use is awareness. I use awareness. I use traffic. I don't use traffic sometimes, because once you prioritize link clicks now, what happens is Facebook shows you out to people that will just click. Just click. They probably don't even wait for your website to load. They probably don't wait for your website to load. They probably don't take the required action. But most of the time, brand awareness give you more quality results than traffic. But it's best, even though you want to track, you want to use traffic objectives, it's better to use landing page views. So that tells you the number of people that actually wait for your landing page to open and view your landing page, right? That is what landing page view is for. Then engagement, I don't use this most of the time, unless you just want to boost a post. You can just do that from anywhere. But if you want to do it from here, you can use this. What it just gives you is like people just like. You can get like 500 likes and no comments. There's leads. Yeah, that's for conversion. It's good to use this for conversion. Yeah. So let's try awareness, right? So we click continue. Then it takes you to this page, right? So here you change the name of your, let's say, bootcamp test. Right? You copy this name, you change your ad set as well. You can change your ad set to the same name, change your, depending on what you want to do. So yeah, you can see now this is the paid partnership thing we're talking about, where you have brand partnership. It carries the name of you and wherever you're partnering with. Once you toggle it on, you can do that. Run ads and it will carry this, but the person will have to accept, right? So let's go back to the, like I said, there are 3 levels: the campaign level, asset level, ad level, right? These levels are important. Regardless of which platform you use, you definitely see things that look like this. They might use a different name, but it's also the same ideology, right? So you put your campaign name here, you don't do categories, or else it's an employment, which I'll definitely use LinkedIn. Why should I use? Yeah, but you can also use here if you feel you want to use it. You can use it and you pay for it. But on LinkedIn, you can still promote. You can post job ads without paying, and you get people, right? So you use housing, social issues, election. I don't use any of this. I've not run ads in any of this capacity before. If you want to ask for credit card offers, auto loans, you have to specify. If you don't specify and you run ads that they feel are in these categories, they would not approve the ad. They will reject the ad. So yeah, what you need here is buying type auction. Is most of the time auction is the only thing you are. The auction means there are other competitors bidding for that particular spot you are getting, right? So most of the time they show as to the highest bidder, and they also use your quality score as well, which is why your ad has to be relevant. If your, like the engagement ranking and the conversion ranking and the quality ranking we checked, if they are low, then you will spend more because you have to fight for spots. But if they are high, that means people are engaging with your ads. Your ads will reach more people. So those are the factors that determine, which is why some of the time it's always hard to give specifics to the number of people your ad might get to, because depending on what your business is about, depending on what your ad copies is about, a lot of factors come to play to determine how well your ad will perform, right? So that's basically the auction thing for. So they don't just show ads because you have money and they start showing you ads to people. Yeah, once your money is more, they show you ads to more people. But if then you spend more for your ads to appear because it is not relevant. The ad is not relevant to what people want to see. The engagement ranking is low. So yes, again, you can still change your campaign objective. Once you don't change it and you publish, you can't change it again. You can't change once you don't change this now and you hit publish, you can't change it again. You might probably have to create a new ad. So it's always important to be sure before you go on from here. So you can create A and B tests from here, and you can create advantage campaign budget here. So what this does is, if I select this now, that means I will put my campaign budget on the campaign level. Yeah, I said something about you can put it on campaign level, you can put it on ad level. What this means is, once you select this, you have just one budget. So every ad set you create would use this budget. If I create 100 ad sets, they will still use the same budget, right? But the problem with that is there is high competition. So only the ads that have the highest level of relevance or engagement ranking, for example, the one I showed you before, only that one that has above average would take the larger part of the money. Every other, some assets might not even perform at all because Facebook will not carry them, because if few people are not interested in them, we just show people what people are interested in. So if you have a limited budget, you can only select this. You put advantage plus, yeah, advantage campaign budget here. So it shows you ads only. It carries only the ones that are performing, right, and drops the ones that are not performing. So you can see here that advantage campaign budget will distribute your budget across currently delivering ad set to get more results depending on your performance goals and choices. Yeah. So that's what this is about. So what you can do here again is, there is daily budget and there is lifetime budget. I most of the time suggest people use lifetime budget, because when you use daily budget, the thing is, when your ad stops, if you use daily budget, you might not sometimes, because these people, they change these things. So sometimes then when you use daily budget, you won't get to set end date for your ad. So your ad just keeps running, even when you might forget to switch off the ad, but which is a bad habit anyways, because once you are running ads, you don't just run and leave them. You have to like check them consistently, optimize them to get best results, which includes adding more interest to your audience, improving your audience list, updating your audience list, creating more ads to get better results, create more ad copies. You don't just run ad and run one ad. You don't just run one campaign and it has only one ad. You have to add multiple images, multiple videos. You don't know which one will work. So it's always good to check your ads every time. So if you feel like you might not be able to check them, or just for insurance purpose, always use lifetime budget. So you set the budget for your ad. Once you spend that money, nothing is happening again. You're not going to spend extra cover. But once you put daily budget, every day they try to spend what you want them to spend. But lifetime, it has a cap. There's a cap. It's not going to extend. So if the lifetime budget is 700, nothing will happen that will make me spend more than 700. But if it's a daily budget, you can spend if you don't stop the ad, you are spending. So let's say we don't want to put this on, right? So we go to next. Yeah, so you come to the ad set, right? This is the ad set level now. So what do you want to target? What's your performance goal? Maximum reach of ads? No. Maximum ad recall lift, because it's brand awareness. I'm not concerned about people to see my ads. And always note, don't show ads. Yeah, we're already eating into pasture. Sorry about that. So let's just finish this one once and for all, then we move on. So there is maximum reach of ads. Don't use this because it just shows your ad to as many people as possible. They don't even remember. So use ad recall lift. This was the language I was looking for. So people will remember they saw your ad. So if you are using brand awareness, so then you select your Facebook page that you are running ads for. Then you come here, dynamic creative, what this does is you can, if you have multiple images for your ad, upload everything to, when you select this on, it allows you to upload everything. Once you upload everything, what will happen is Facebook automatically picks their own, the algorithm picks whichever graphics or whichever ad copy, that's your text, and mix them together. And mix them together. I'm going to round up real quick. Just let me show you this one, because I don't see a reason why we should touch this again tomorrow. So it will just pick everything and tweak it by itself. The algorithm will do that automatically. So once you select this, if you have multiple images for your ad, you can always select this, but have it as a separate ad set. That means I will have to create a new ad set. To create a new ad set, I can duplicate this here. I can just click duplicate. It will duplicate this particular one. And if I duplicate now, original campaign, yeah, one, duplicate. So like I was saying, you can see every ad set has its own ads. So this one now, this is the ad set with these 4 boxes. It has its own ad. The copy too has its own ad. So for this one, I can always come here to set budget. I told you can set budget on the ad set level. Whatever budget I set here now would affect only this ad or any other ad I had under this place. The ad is becoming too much. So it will only affect this one here. Anything I do on this level will only affect this one. The only thing that affects everything is what I do here, which is only the campaign objective, right? So for here now, I can change it to lifetime budget. If I don't do it on the campaign level, I can do it here. Then I can put start and end date. There are other options where you can decide to so let me change this. So I will show you what I want to show you. It's telling me that my budget is higher than usual because they know that I don't spend up to this money. See, these people are see finish that causes all this. So yeah, so you can always change your date here when you want to add. If you want it to run for a week, you change here. What time you want it to stop, you can always change here. Then you come here, ad scheduling. If you feel you need it, you can run ads every time, or you run it on a schedule. If I run it on a schedule, that means I want to set when my ad to show. If I want my ad to show only 3 a.m. on Mondays, I can select here. I want it to show 6 p.m. on Mondays, I can select here. I want it to show every day on Saturday, I'll select here. Because sometimes people will say your ads are always wasting in the middle of the night. Some people will say they want to switch it up. Do I do that? No, I don't think I want to do that. But depending on what you, all those things, is there ways to optimize ads? But for me, I don't think it's appropriate to do that. Yeah, or depend, or else if you have ads that probably you have just one time zone, you might want to do that. But even at that, I still leave my ads to run and they perform well. But if you feel you want to switch them off in the middle of the night, I worked with somebody that would say that is wasting of money, which I don't think it is. So you can always do that. So yeah. Then there are days, most of the time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, people are not always on their phone as much. People engagement increases from, let's say, Thursday down to Sunday most of the time. So you might, if you feel you consider that, you might want to do that, but I don't do it. I'll just take this off. Yeah. So yes, the audience level now, you can create what we did with the audience. You can also do that here. Hope everybody has not left me in this meeting. I will be done now. I'll be done now.
We are
Sorry,
here,
guys.
Mr. Mayowa.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I just want us to finish this thing so that we won't come back to it tomorrow. Yeah. So now you can, any audience you had saved on the other side would always show here. If you have any audience, the lookalike audience, the custom audience, everything, it will show here under this saved audience, right? But if you want to create new one, you can always create here. So you can create here. You can also add lookalike audiences to your audience. You can add lookalike audience now. Then you set location again. then you change age, we did all this before. So you can save if you create new one year, or you just select from the ones you've added already on the audience side of this thing. So yeah, this is your placement. So there's advantage plus placement. This allows this, what this does is algorithm shows your ad to where most people will see them. But what the problem I have with this is, most of the time when you run ads and you want your ads to go to Instagram and Facebook kind of overshadows Instagram, because Facebook has more placements. For Facebook, there's audience network, there's messenger, there is let me show you for Facebook now. Facebook placements now. Let's click Facebook first so that we'll see Facebook. Facebook has like 9 placements on its own. Instagram has just Instagram feed, Instagram story, Instagram reels. That's 3. But Facebook has 9. Once you click messenger with it, that's 10. Audience network, they kind of switched it off. I don't know why. Before, you can use audience network. So now, the only one for Instagram is like 3 placements. So when you run ads on the same budget with Advantage Plus, your ads will most likely, I can bet it with you, 99% of the time show to only people on Facebook. People on Instagram will see it once in a while, but it won't have effect. So most times I separate ads. If I want to run ads for Facebook, I run on Facebook alone. If I want to target Instagram, I target Instagram alone. So these are things you can always do with your ad set on the ad set level. So you can run this now, and I'll just rename. Before I can easily rename on here now, I don't know, I can just turn this to Facebook, where I just select Facebook placements. Yeah, I just select Facebook. I leave out Instagram. Then I'll come to this one. Then I can, so depending on what your budget is, you have the budget to carry it, but that's the best thing. Or else, unless Instagram is not a priority for you. If Instagram is a priority for you, it's important you do this. Facebook has the numbers, but sometimes the quality leads are on Instagram, depending on your audience. So you have to know your target audience and know where they are. So now for Facebook, I just select Facebook Messenger. So that's what you do with this. That's the difference between manual and Advantage Plus. So once you do this, what you just do is you hit publish. But I don't want to hit publish because I don't have the money to spend for this ad. So then you come to bootcamp test, right? So bootcamp test, that's your ad. So you can have multiple ads under this ad set, like I said. So if I say this is bootcamp test 1, I can easily quickly duplicate here. But sometimes there are some glitches with it. That's the problem with this thing. There are some glitches with it. You might have issues. You might just have to go, and if you duplicate quickly here, it gives issues sometimes. And they've not resolved it, I guess, because it will tell you you can't select your page. So now this is a select page. I've already selected this page now. Just a second. Personal. Yep, I've selected it. So most times the quickly duplicate thing might give you issues like that. But yeah, this is all good now. Then if you want to add Instagram placement, you can add it here. But because you didn't select Instagram placement here, I'm not going to add it. Then you create ad. There are 2 ways to it. You can either create ad, or you can use an existing post, or you can use creative hub mockup. I don't use this because the stress you probably have to start building something by yourself from here. I don't use it, but you can explore it. Creative ad, create ad, or use existing post. Use existing post means you would like select post from your Facebook feed. If you are running Facebook placements, always use Facebook ad, Facebook post. If you are running Instagram placements, always use Instagram post. Why sometimes I like using existing posts is because I'm partner content. We have the content you and somebody collab on for the brand ambassadorship thing. You will see them here if you have one. Then because I didn't select Instagram placements, I can't see Instagram here. Then here I can see. Then you can even search by keywords. If you have a particular word you use in the design, in the caption, you can put it here to pop up. So you select your ads here that you want to run. You can only select them here. So why I use this most of the time is because when you run that with existing posts, all your metrics, the comments, the likes, it will show on your page. But if you use create ad, it will not show. Once your ad stops, nobody sees anything about that ad again. So that's the difference between existing post and create ad. When you use existing post, the metrics and everything will be on your Instagram post. People can always go to your Instagram post to check. They're already telling me to stop. I'm going to stop now to check. So, but for create ad, you can create ad, and for create ad, there are ways. There's single image or video. You can use one image or video, and you can use carousel. Carousel ads is when you use multiple images, like the swipe left kind of thing on Instagram. It has on Facebook. So let me just show you something real quick. Just this last one. I'm done. Sorry, guys. Carousel ad image. And you know, we have holidays coming up, so it might probably just affect touching all these things. I'm just trying to touch them once and for all so that we don't hair. So these are carousel ads. You definitely have seen this on your Facebook before. I don't know why they are making it graphical. Okay, so you probably have come across ads on Facebook where you can swipe like this. This is another one. This one is clearer. So you can use up to 10. Yeah, this is it. There are ads on Facebook where you have square images, different titles. You can always swipe left and see that. So that's what carousel ad is about. You can do that up to 10. Collection, I don't use this. So that's carousel. And when you say carousel ads, you add up to 10, at least 2. Then you add your primary text. Then you add your call to action button. The call to action is the CTA. I told you about it. There's listing now, apply now, book now, contact us, download, get quotes, show times, depending on what you want to use. Then you use your website, you put your link here. If you don't have a website, you can use Instagram Instant Experience. That's just like a mini mock of a website. It just takes them to a landing page, gives them all the information they need. So you can always use your URL. If you don't want, maybe your URL is too techy, I don't know if that's the word, you can use a more fancy display link. I'll just put HackCity. So let me just do something real quick so we can see how the ads will look like when you do one. So let's say we use the existing post, then we use select post, then I select this, for example, and I say continue. So this is how my ad is going to look like. So you can, advanced preview is here. You can see how your ads will look like on different platforms, right? This is a Facebook feed, Facebook Marketplace, video feed, Business Explorer does not support the format. Then you can see on stories, it will look like this. On Messenger, it doesn't support the format. On Reels, it's going to look like this. Then you can see on ads on Facebook Reels, in-stream ads is not supported by this format because it's not a video. Those ones don't support it. Then you can also share. You can preview on your device. If I said share a link, it will generate a link. If I send you the link, you can see what this ad will look like. So probably when you're running ads and you want your manager to approve it, you can just click share a link. It shows to him if he feels it's good. You can also work on send notification to Facebook. Now they are saying iOS only. It used to be for everybody. So that's basically everything. So this web event tracking can only be used when you have set up your Google Tag Manager, right? So you can see add a pixel code to your website and Instant Experience to report conversions. Right? That's what that is about. Then once you do all of that, nothing more. So you can see your ad is here, everything is here. But if you use existing new text, you have to add your image yourself. Let's see, just real quick, create ad, single image, right? Single image. What I do is add media. So I can either add media by uploading or from picking images on my account. If I want to upload, I click here. Takes me to my computer. Then I can add image. Then I open the image I want to add. I'm done, guys. Sorry for using extra of your 30 minutes. So then you add this. So yeah, they would recommend for you, but most times I don't use the recommendation on Reels. They are trying to make it vertical. But I just change it back to original because that vertical might cut out necessary information. But probably this is not cutting out information. You might leave this. For videos too, they do this. Then when you press done, there is optimize, there is done. Let's go to done. So your image will show here. Then you can always add your primary text here. So these are your ad copies, right? There are suggestions for you on this side, but you depending on your previous captions, but you can add your primary text. I think you can add up to 2 to 5. Yeah, five primary text. Then you can add headline. I don't know why this preview is not showing. It's showing. Okay, so it's off. So yeah, basically this is it. What error am I getting again? The display you entered is not well formatted or valid. Just a second, guys. Okay, I have to check. I don't know why it's an error. I might have to reload, but no problem. So you can also use WhatsApp. If you want to direct people to your WhatsApp, just select WhatsApp here. Then you add your text option, you add a short headline. All these things are supposed to show here. I don't know why it's not showing. And we're out of time already. So basically, that's everything. So I'm just going to, once you are done, you hit publish. It publishes, you wait for review. Once review is done, your ad is live. So, but because you have multiple ad sets, you have to know you have to come here as well and set this up too. If you are running just one ad set, you do it from there. Then you can always discard drafts. Then if you want to add multiple ads, you can always come here to create. You create, so make sure you come under this section. If you want to create ad sets, come under ad set section to create. You come under ads to create, and you can create multiple ads under a particular ad set. So use the existing ad set. You can always look for the ad set you want to. You can see this is Instagram ad set, this is Facebook ad set. Then you put the name of your ad there, and you are good to go. Yeah. So thank you very much, guys. Done. So if you have any questions, do you still have time to ask questions, Yemi?
Hello,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.
Sorry, we apologize for taking your time today. And if you have questions, I know you had a lot to take in, so you can just ask us in the group so that other people can rest for the day. So you can just watch the video, your spare time and ask your questions. It could be tomorrow. When you watch the video, you can ask your questions tomorrow as well. Okay, Mr.
Sorry,
Barrow,
guys.
go ahead.
I'm tired. Jeez.